Hi, this is Dave Barlow Guitar, and in this episode I promised to show you my rig. This is my live rig. I'm going to take you what I use, the kind of sounds I get out of it, I suppose. It's going to be difficult in this little run, but I'll give you a general idea of how I use this this equipment. So enough about me, let's get on to this gear. So let's go. Right, first of all, let's talk about okay, so first of all, like, we got a guitar. Here's a guitar, right? Here's a guitar. This is the kind of the Washburn thing that I took a torch to. That little green flashing light down there is the wireless unit, which basically brings me to my pedal board. So let's start here. So from guitar goes to the wireless, goes to the SmoothHound, which is just there, as you can see. And then from the wireless, the SmoothHound, we go to the Mooer Tuner, which also, when you step on it, quietens everything up, which is great. I use this quite a lot, you know, not just for tuning, but for like stopping the noise. I don't know what that noise is, but it's probably some kind of interference with lights and cameras and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, it stops all that. So yeah, and I hit this so much, I think I broke the button. It started making funny noises, and so I took the pedal apart because the warranty had run out. I took the pedal apart, and I found that this switch was kind of loose inside, so I tightened it up, tightened the nut up inside, so it fits the casing better. Tightened it up this end, and whoop-de-doo, everything's hunky-dory again. So there you go. Next in line is the Phase kind of 90 kind of style pedal made by Mooer. Why Mooer? Because it's compact and it's half the price of all the other Phase 90s, and it's just as good. Moving on, in the effects loop, which I'll come to in the amp in a second, this doesn't run in the effects loop. This does, and this does, but I'll come to that. Right, so next is the chorus pedal, which is an Ensemble King by Mooer, which is a chorus pedal. The great thing about this chorus pedal, it's got a level on it. So for some parts of songs that I play, that's got a bit of chorus in it. Also, it's nice to have that level, which you can, you know, pump it up a little bit, just to get a little bit more kick. But anyway, moving on, is we've got the delay pedal with the really cool switch on it, which I don't know what it does. You switch it in different places and it kind of doesn't sound that much different. Analog, echo, well, real echo and something, a tape echo. I don't hear the difference. For me, I don't really hear the difference. Perhaps I would if I recorded it in the studio, but no. But anyway, it's a great pedal. It's half the price of all the other pedals. It's just as good as all the other pedals. That's why I buy the Mooer stuff. Coming on to the next one, which is a TC electronic Hoff. It's a reverb, and it's expensive really for what it does. I wouldn't buy it again, but it's a great pedal. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I can get the same sound out of a pedal half the price. But there you go. I've already purchased it, so what can you do? So that's cool. That's on all the time pretty much, and it's got a preset. I can't remember the preset. I have to download the app to get a preset on that. But anyway, coming on next is the wah-wah pedal. This is a kind of you step on it and it just switches itself on, so you don't have to do the switch thing. I can't deal with the switch. I don't know why I can't do the switch. So it switches itself on. It's got like a boost button here, which I can't really use that. I don't really use that much. It's good as it is. That's my dog, don't worry. Someone's probably locked him out and he's getting the arse ache. Anyway, so the other thing you noticed is that my crybaby's on the left hand side of my pedal board, because I'm kind of left wah-wah footed. Do you know, the thing is that the wah-wah is always at the beginning of the chain, which is correct. It generally is, and technically it is, because of the way I've done it on the pedal board. There's wires going from the front of the chain to here. But the reason I have it here, there's a good reason I have it here, because I never understood it. Because if you're a right-handed guitar player, unless your guitar's really high up, my guitar's kind of like about my waist level, I suppose. So the body of the guitar kind of rests on my right thigh to a certain degree. So if I'm wah-wahing my right foot and I'm wire wiring on my right foot, it's kind of upsetting how I'm playing the guitar. So I figured, well, if I use my left foot, which is completely free, my leg's free, I can move my leg around and never do anything I want without disrupting any of my playing style or the way I play the guitar. So to me, having a wire wire on the left foot is kind of natural to me. Probably not to other people. Other people will probably put some comments in the bottom, tell me why it's not natural. Tell me why I'm not crazy, right? But anyway, that's kind of my pedal board. It's really simple. Oh yeah, sorry. Powering the whole thing, I've got a Voodoo Lab Pedal Power 2 Plus. Obviously, the thing with that is that you need to have the right amount of juice going to your pedals. Otherwise, your pedals, number one, aren't going to work properly, and number two, are going to sound crap. Trust me on that one. I've been down that road. So, while I'm fiddling around, and I'm going to close down this SmoothHound, these things here, because I step on them and break them. And I have to send them back and he has to fix them for me. But anyway, so that's the pedal board. So as you can see, I'm running a Blackstar amp, right? Let's get the light out of the way. Okay, so to control that, we have this. This is the Blackstar pedal board, which I conveniently hidden under here. You might be able to see it, you might not. But there's all the wiring underneath. It's quite neat, I would say. It's quite neat and tidy. This is interesting. This little box here. This is where my little leads go for my effects loop. I'll explain it right now because it's kind of difficult. Guitar goes into here, obviously the wireless, then goes into this unit here, right? Then from here it goes into here, and then from here it goes into here. The reason why it's that way around is because I never use the phaser if I'm using the wah-wah pedal. So whenever I use the wah-wah pedal, it'll always be the first in the chain, apart from the tuner, which is not a problem. Then the to and from the amp, I got these wires, I got these cables here and here. So basically these are all joined together, but they go via the effects loop. And I made a little junction box just here to facilitate that. It just makes it easier for when you're setting up a board, rather than having wires fixed and then going directly out to the amp. So basically, if you follow this kind of like umbilical cord, if you like, of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chords I got here. One is send and return. One is send. One is return. One is the main input for the guitar, which is in the amp there. And the last one will be for around the back of the amp for the. I'll show you. What should we pick on first? Yeah, the effects loop, which is there. So the effects loop's there. So that all goes to the board. Speaker out, you know about that stuff. That one's just that one goes to the board as well, which is the controller to go control between the different channels and power. That's it. That's all you need to know really about the back. But that is what I call a simple setup. If you're using a 4-cable method, or if you're using the effects loop. It's so tight in here, it's unreal, isn't it? But anyway, so there we go. Right. So, next. And if this video is jumping around too much for you, move your head around with the video. Then it seems that it's not. So, yeah, work that out. Right. So next, what do we have? If you're, I don't know if you've seen Blackstar Amp Series 1 before. This is one hell of a mother of an amplifier. In fact, it is, for me, it's completely overkill. It's way more than I need. Basically, it's a 100-watt head, and it's got more dials that you can shake a stick at. But the thing is, it's got a lovely clean channel, which you can put a slight bit of crunch on it. Then you've got a crunch channel, which technically is my main rhythm channel. Then it's got an OD1 and an OD2. To be honest with you, I don't use OD2 because I don't use a lot of gain in my playing. Generally use crunch for my rhythm sound with this, well, sorry, super crunch. It's got a button here which you go from crunch to super crunch. So I use super crunch for my rhythm channel, and I use OD1 for my lead channel. That's it. I don't use channel 3. The other thing to see here is that Blackstar, I've got what they call an ISF, and I'm not going to talk to you about ISF because it's really dull and boring now. Right means British, left means American, unless you're me, and right means dirty, dingy, and you can't hear wind notes properly. Left is too bright and sparkly. That's basically, so somewhere in the middle usually I'm about just into the right hand side, ISF. Anyway, resonance, presence, volume, and DPR. DPR, right? I can't remember what DPR stands for, but basically what it means is that it's like a voltage attenuator. It's the only way I can explain it. It varies the voltage that's going in or going out your amp. I don't know. I'm an electrician. I don't know. I did look this up, but I didn't understand it. But what I do know is that if let me tell you what I do. Basically, I have it all the way down to where it says 10 watts. Right now, to be honest with you, if that's 10 watts, the way I'm running it, I mean, even at 10 watts at a gig with another guitarist in the band, the volume never goes past midway, ever. But I got a sneaky suspicion that if I did go past midway, I don't think there'll be any more headroom left. I'd have to notch up the DPR a little bit more. But anyway, it's never gone past midway, ever, 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 at 10 watts. So again, this amp is way more than I need. Way more than I need. Probably only need a 20 or 30 watt amp, but they don't make one that sounds like this, unfortunately. They only make one this big that sounds like this. So anyway, that's my rig. I don't think there's any more to it really, apart from me playing it. So I don't know what it's going to sound like in here. I don't know what it sounds like with this camera. Okay, so let's do some sounds. This is clean. This is rhythm. This is kind of lead, a little bit of wah-wah pedal. Okay, so that's the amp, that's the gig rig. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch up with you soon. Comments, subscribe, whatever you like. Catch you later.